For those looking for a memorable vacation or weekend break full of historical attractions, countless great cultural experiences, and other fun things to do, Scotland should rank highly on your list of great places to visit in the UK. Part of the appeal is the fact that, as a relatively small country, its population is just over 5 million. You're never too far away from fantastic sightseeing opportunities and interesting places to go in Scotland. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll tell you about the 10 best places you can visit in Scotland. So, without further ado, let's dive in. 1. Edinburgh. If you're only able to visit one city in Scotland, make it Edinburgh. The country's capital is home to well-preserved architecture from a number of different periods of history, including medieval times, Edinburgh Castle and the incredible shop-lined Royal Mile, to the more recent Newtown era, much of which was built in the 18th century. A highlight of this newer part of the ancient city is simply wandering around the many elegant Georgian townhomes, taking in the Grassmarket. This attractive, pedestrian-friendly public square is popular for its shops, galleries, and cafes. 2. Glasgow. Situated on the River Clyde on Scotland's west coast, the city of Glasgow has, in the last few decades, reimagined itself as a major European cultural centre. These days, its many excellent museums, art galleries, and festivals attract tourists year-round. It's a great city to explore on foot, thanks to its many lovely parks and pedestrian-friendly streets, especially if you also take in Glasgow Cathedral and the famous Glasgow School of Art. After exploring the city centre, head down to the waterfront and the Riverside Museum. One of the top free things to do in Glasgow, this superb modern facility focuses on the history of transportation in the city through its large collection of vintage steam engines, trams, buses, carriages, cars, and seafaring vessels. There's even an authentic reproduction of 1930s shops and homes. 3. Scottish Highlands. Few travel destinations have captured the imagination to the extent of the magnificent Scottish Highlands. Stretching from the attractive garden city of Inverness on the country's rugged east coast, all the way to John O'Groats in the north, this area of outstanding natural beauty is where you'll find some of the most romantic scenery anywhere. It has served as the backdrop to hit movies and TV shows, including the hugely popular Outlander series. Begin your exploration of the Scottish Highlands in Inverness, then head straight to nearby Loch Ness. Popular for its monster and the dramatic ruins of Urquhart Castle, Scotland's most famous lake is part of Glenmore, a natural fault line that's marked by the Caledonian Canal. This is one of the country's most amazing feats of engineering, and you can easily spend a few hours, or days, sightseeing by boat along the canal. 4. St. Andrews. St. Andrews is well known as one of the world's top golf destinations. Golfers from around the globe make the pilgrimage to St. Andrews' 7 classic links courses, drawn by the prestige of playing the world's oldest golf course, the Par 72 Old Course, and the chance to play where so many golf greats have teed off before them. It's also one of the most dramatic courses, its spectacular scenery including a stretch of rugged coastline and the attractive old clubhouse of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club. Founded in 1754, it's the world's oldest golf club, and its popularity as a golf mecca means you should try to reserve your tee time at least 6 months in advance to avoid disappointment. 5. Loch Ness. Shrouded in myth and legend, Scotland's beautiful Loch Ness remains one of the country's top places to visit. Despite there being no definitive evidence that Nessie, the world's most famous sea monster, actually exists, that first glimpse of the water doesn't stop excited tourists from scanning the horizon excitedly, just in case. But even without a monster sighting, you won't be disappointed. Thanks to its starring role in movies and on TV, most recently in the hit series Outlander, places like Urquhart Castle are enough to make the journey to this Highland attraction worthwhile. Built in the 1100s, the castle now lies in ruins after being devastated by fire some 500 years ago, but not before featuring in some of Scotland's most important historical events. 6. Inverness. It's actually difficult to visit Loch Ness without seeing at least a little of Inverness. Whether you're traveling from Glasgow to Loch Ness or from Edinburgh to Loch Ness, this stunningly attractive city in the Scottish Highlands, situated at the east end of the country's most famous lake, is a favorite jumping-off point for tours and independent travelers alike. And those in the know they should dedicate at least a little time exploring Inverness. If you do spend time here, whether for a few hours or a few days, it's the perfect place from which to explore the magnificent Scottish Highlands. You'll find no end of fun things to do in Inverness. This moderately sized city is first and foremost very walkable. Start your exploration in the grounds of Inverness Castle, spending time admiring the views over the River Ness. You can then follow the river south to the picturesque Ness Islands. Connected to the shore by footbridges, this delightful park area is a perfect spot to kick back and relax. 7. Aberdeen. The attractive North Sea port city of Aberdeen is well worth including on your Scotland travel itinerary. Like so many of the country's top city destinations, Aberdeen is a delightful place to explore on foot. Lacing up the walking shoes will not only allow you to explore its many fine examples of old, well-preserved architecture, but also to spend time in its many pleasant parks and gardens. The highlight of a self-guided walking tour is St. Macar's Cathedral. Built in the 1300s, it's one of the best preserved examples of medieval architecture construction in Scotland. You'll also see many fine examples of old homes and merchant buildings made from the unique local granite that seems to sparkle in sunlight, giving the town its affectionate Silver City nickname. 8. Loch Lomond. An easy drive from Glasgow, and easy to get to from Edinburgh too. Loch Lomond is a convenient place to visit in Scotland for those seeking a glimpse of some of the country's most iconic and romantic scenery. The largest body of fresh water in the UK, it's so picturesque that one of the country's leading writers, Walter Scott, famously labeled this magnificent stretch of water the Queen of Scottish Lakes. Gentle activities and pursuits include boat tours and cruises, and visiting attractions such as the Loch Lomond Bird of Prey Centre. You can even get in some shopping at the modern Loch Lomond Shores Entertainment Complex with its family-friendly sea life aquarium. 9. Stirling. The historic town of Stirling is one of the best places in Scotland to serve as a base from which to explore the country. Situated almost halfway between Glasgow and Edinburgh, it makes for a great day trip and boasts plenty of rewarding things to see and do. Topping the list is stunning Stirling Castle, famous for once having been a royal palace. Mary, Queen of Scots, spent her childhood here, as well as its role in the centuries-long struggle between Scotland and England. A visit to this mini Edinburgh castle includes a chance to explore the well-preserved medieval structure's grand halls and rooms, either on your own or as part of a guided tour. On the outskirts of town is the Bannockburn Heritage Centre, which offers a fascinating retelling of the Battle of Bannockburn. It was here that Scottish King Robert the Bruce sent the English army packing, and the site commemorates this historic victory with excellent displays and interactive exhibits. 10. Isle of Arran. The attractive Isle of Arran has made a name for itself as one of the top places to visit in Scotland, as it's something of a microcosm of everything that's great about the country. Located just off the mainland from Glasgow and reached via a scenic 1-hour ferry ride, this 429 square kilometer island is therefore perfect either for a day trip from Glasgow, a weekend break, or an extended vacation. As you tour the island, by bike, car, or the regular bus service that circles the island, you'll find attractive areas that resemble some of the most beautiful aspects of Scotland. In fact, you'll see everything from moors to tall mountains just waiting to be hiked across, long stretches of sandy beach, quaint fishing villages, great little golf courses, and historic castles. That was all from us today, folks. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. See you in the next one.